Welcome back to class. Now, the fourth area of counseling is counseling for emotional problem. Counseling for emotional problem. Now, this aspect of counseling, there are gray areas, very gray areas between emotional problem and spiritual problem. So, for example, when somebody is experiencing grief, that will be emotion. But by the time it's getting to depression, it becomes medical and spiritual. And the distance between grief and depression very short. When somebody is experiencing internalized anger, that can be emotional. But by the time he begins to act out, that becomes that begins to have some undertone of spirituality, inner needs that are very basic. It strands the spectrum of emotional into the spiritual. Things like fears, people are just irrationally afraid of certain things. Sometimes it can be emotional, but when you dig deeper, you might find some levels of spiritual problem there. So phobias, anger, resentment, anxiety, interpersonal relationship difficulties. These are issues that span expansive area. And so when you are confronted with any of these issues, do make sure that you are seeking understanding, you are trying to gain discernment, you are trying to engage with people who are wiser than you, and you're reaching out for help so that you can be an efficient helper. Especially when we are looking at areas like premarital counseling, when we are looking at areas where we have to counsel couples with marital problems, including sexual problems, family problems, relational difficulty between parents and children, teenage rebellion. There are some times when all we can just do is pray and pray. But there are some times when God will give us counsel, the wise word to introduce in those situations. So we will deal with this more extensively in the other class, but do remember that we have other areas like addiction, dependency on substances such as drugs and alcohol, sexual addiction, anorexia and bulimia. We have sexual deviations. We have adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse. Sometimes we have crisis pregnancy. Sometimes some people have committed abortion and they are smitten by serious concern that they now need post-abortion counseling. Let's be sensitive to each one of these situations.